if you're new here, I'm Kanitsi, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 8th episode in 2nd season of Skins UK, so let's get to it, let's go. Alright, I think this one was called Jal. I hope she's doing alright. I know I said I would prefer for her to do an abortion, especially like she's so young. When they like at the college age, but I suspect maybe the series want to explore this theme, so they are probably going to make it stay and make her deal with the, at least with the pregnancy itself, if not with the kid yet. I don't know, we'll see. It's just right, she didn't tell him yet. Yeah, obviously, she does. That's what I expected. She doesn't know how to tell it. So there are options. So she didn't decide herself yet? I think she didn't decide. They are not impressed with her options? Okay, what is going on here? So they are studying, I suppose. In some open library or something. Because I assume they go to different colleges. Or they are in school. I'm so confused. They're in school again? I don't get it. Or is this the college? Yeah, 13? They're still in school? For 13 years? They should have left 2 years ago. Yeah, okay. It's okay to have different tastes in music. That doesn't negate her desire to teach everyone. Wait, that's his phone. Okay. I thought that was her phone, and this was like a contrast. Their schooling system is confusing. What the heck is this? Study leave is like vacation? A-level exams. Senso, por favor. So she has a love-hate relationship for Tony. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to translate all of this. I needed to understand it myself. I think she's scared. Yeah, so she doesn't know what choice to make, but she has to do it before it's too late. Because you can only do abortion for like some period of time. Honesty. Is this like a medical place? I'm sorry. What would Jesus do? Like, what is this place? Why there are so many kids? I thought this was some medical place. Now it's like... or they are coming with their own kids. She dropped a booklet on abortion. Yeah, I think my assumption is the story is going to make her keep the pregnancy. Though I do not agree. Especially, see, look, is this guy ready to be a father? I don't think so. She's trying to get the courage to talk to him. What is this? See, they're just... They're just like going to move in together, probably. So, like, this is not a stage in life or relationship where you have kids. It's not going to be even fair to the kid themselves. Like, they need to be a more established family and he has to grow up more. She's too nervous. I mean, this would be a good moment to say it. She would to say like, yeah, I'm very nervous about this thing, and what the heck is a foot job? What? No, thank you. Yeah, like their relationship seem to be in a good place right now, but still, I think not ready for children. Especially since he just asked her to just move in together. This is her family. Maybe at least she will tell her father. I mean, they say you shouldn't even use olive oil for like cooking. For like frying, I mean. So in general, she's living at home. it is true. Oh, he is going to suggest abortion if she says. He is trying to lift up the mood. This didn't go well. Well, it's probably pretty recent, but there's already something. This is how my stomach normally looks. No, I think you shouldn't. Like, you can do it later. Especially if you do abortion now on the very early stage, I think there wouldn't be much harm to the body. It would be pretty easy. And then when you are ready, you can try for it again. Like, if you want kids. Maybe she's thinking, okay, he wants to like be serious, to move in together, and that would be more like on a scale of her thinking to keep the kid. But I don't know, girl. I think she's too stressed out to even play. I feel bad for her. This is horrible. How did this even happen? Like, didn't they use contraception? Though I think it's still not a 100% chance even if you use it. It's like 99%. So I guess that's possible. Is this drugs? Okay, so she came with her new shiny keys. But with a pretty small bag. So it doesn't look like moving in. More like visiting. And now if she sees him drugged up, like her father said, it would be more like on a scale, yeah, I can't have a family with this guy. Oh, these are the booklets? Also, would they live here like 3 of them then? Or it's... I don't know. Maybe she'll tell her. I'm like... Are you? Really? Right, he came to talk to her last time. Just a pretty fucked up conversation. I mean, that's good. I feel like Cassie feels that there's something going on and she kind of wants to extract it from her. How does she know? How? But how? She's like a detective on some. Was there a booklet somewhere in her thing? So he seems okay. Maybe now is the moment? Oh no, it's the moment for kissing, alright. A-level exams start in 2 days, in 1 days. Yeah, there's also like countdown here going. So Sid and Cassia like back together after that weird conversation they had? Gosh. Oh, is that his boyfriend? That's cute. But they weren't here before. They didn't revise before. Is it allowed? Yeah, Sketch is like looking. She's like. Okay. Yeah. Love is so beautiful. Joel tried to tell Michelle, but Michelle never was good at listening. Ah, right. That's pregnant in Spanish. I think it's weird that it's similar to embarrassed. Yeah, I remember this word. I thought it was weird before. Okay, so he's trying to court her. Oh my gosh. Let me carry something. Let me show where I can carry. Poor Jal. Like, Michelle was shown to be like her closest friend, but Michelle was never good at listening to her in first season either. She only wants to talk about herself and her problems. She was taking time out all of this time. I guess, like, get your mind off it completely. Why are we having different names? Because we're. How old are we? Because gambling is also probably allowed from a certain age. She trying to say something? Like she has a secret? Or Chris has a secret? Gambling is a very dangerous hobby. Don't pick it up. So use it as a decision? Like tossing a coin? What does this mean? Is this good? Well, it would make sense for Vin to have a baby, lose to lose a baby, so to say, right? So if she won, again, I think there's this kind of decision. Or maybe decision tell or not to tell. That shouldn't even be a decision. Of course you should. Should definitely tell if you're going to keep it. If you're going to have an abortion, maybe you don't have to tell. Just go make it and don't talk about it. But still, it would be still nice to, like, give a heads up. Like, yeah, I'm pregnant, but I'm doing an abortion. It also costs money, by the way. I don't know how much. This guy's funny. Or maybe she's going to tell her family. They got the brand shirts. For manufacturing? Well, it's a nice t-shirt, to be honest. Six figure. They even printed out the... read through it first. That is a good timing. That's sarcasm, by the way. Oh, so she just said it and left? What? I mean, I'm not surprised she's left, but this is just like, okay. Oh, at least, okay, she cared enough to look it up. She was distracted then, but she checked. Okay. Alright. Okay, she's not a dog. Why? The same question. Their relationship, I thought it got better in the first season. The things he said are very rude, but I agree with him. Or her brothers, okay, maybe they'll have to say something more nice. Or they would be like, okay, we better leave. They're trying to lift up her mood. They are more supportive. But I think that is like that understands what it means to have a kid. They don't really understand, and they're just trying to support their sister. She didn't say like what her decision is. She just stated the fact, and they just came here to comfort her. That was sweet. Oh, so she decided to go to audition. Why wouldn't she go to an audition? That doesn't work that way. Okay, doesn't mean she can't go to an audition. Yeah, like, chill out, dude. These people. She has very cute get-up. I wonder if he knows about pregnancy already. He's acting kinda weird. But I don't think Cassie would tell. Hopefully audition goes well. And if the coin is... Okay, let's see. I'm so nervous. Feels like exams. Is it? She's like, challenge accepted. None of these people have any concept of politeness. Not this old dude. Well, I wouldn't know if it sounds right or not. Sounds like music. And it's not like you're making your own composition. You just have to repeat the classical composition perfectly. Well, Cassie felt that it is her business. Ah, maybe that's why Cassie is so hostile. This seems fine, right? Sounds like classical music. That woman is smiling, I think. She has good lungs. And that's it. Not even goodbye. Thank you for listening. Bye, bitches. They liked it, I think. Is this her mom? They did say that mom left, but she is alive. Yeah, am I dreaming? Maybe dad talked to her and asked to come and talk. Yeah, she's there. I came to talk to you. Like, if mom is out there, why can't kids communicate with her usually? Does he? And for fuck, I can't do this anymore. Maybe she wasn't ready to have children. She was overwhelmed, especially with like free. This is fair though. Like, at least check on them. I guess we have like a parallel here, with Jal thinking about having or not having a kid. We still have this idea of being honest. Talk to your partner and be honest. Or maybe be honest with yourself too. Like, are you ready for this or not? This, like, making the decision that you feel. Uh huh. So she's asked to talk about her future. In 6 or 8 months. Well, her Spanish is good. And I guess it's easier to talk out your feelings in other language, actually, um, because it doesn't feel as real. Showing her some kids. Okay, I forgot to finish my thought. Right, the parallel of her and her mother, right? Because she could also be a mother, and like, would she be like her mother? And like, would she be able to take this burden, right, of having a kid? Would she be able to handle it? You know, these kind of parallels here. Hey girl, you should take off your shoes before getting on the table. What happened? Did he overdose or something? Because we did see him taking pills, and then Cassie said he's not feeling well, and then she was talking about some secrets. With a headache? Like, you ask me to tell you his secret. Oh, not the drugs, but for some illness? With her? What is the logic then? I don't get it. If it's medicine you are supposed to take. Because she's his roommate? So he called for Cassie? did so he has some kind of condition, or did he overdose with some pills that you are supposed to take for some illness, or... Ah, nearly gone sounds like nearly dead. Well, that's correct. Sounds more like pills he was not supposed to take. Everything? Vitamins? Well, evidently Cassie does. Hmm. Have to? Well, that's your choice. You choose to. She told him his secret, but he was a bit out of it and he didn't explain anything. So, the blood clot? Of the same thing. So he could even fucking die. There would be no father. Not even a shitty one. Not even an irresponsible one. Not even a drug out one. None at all. Preparing for the operation? Okay, this is a bit out of character. Why would she go and like scream to him? She was just told he's going to surgery. No, this is... I can't take this seriously. She wouldn't do that. Well, I understand she's being emotional, but he is out cold. He's going to surgery. What are you going to talk about? Though it's a bit strange that he's sleeping before the surgery room, usually. Ah, okay, he's not sleeping yet. What is GD? Because usually they put you to sleep in the operation room itself. What the heck? This took a crazy turn. He has some very serious illness with like a clot on his brain or something, and he never told her. Why did he think she like wouldn't move in with him or anything? Like, what did he expect? That she would say, oh, you could die at any moment, so I'm not going to move in with you? Like, what's the logic that he had? I'm not sure. If it was that he was taking drugs again, then it would make sense. Oh, she would be disappointed that I'm taking drugs, though she did mention that he does it still from time to time. And then she wouldn't want to move in with me, right? But if you just have like this serious illness, why wouldn't a person that loves you still want to like move in with you? I think there's even more reason for them, actually. They would be like, okay, so if something happens, I will be there. There's more chance that I will be able to call an ambulance for you, be here with you, get to know first that something happened, you know? Cassie lives with him, so obviously she's the one who did all of that, and looks like she said that she's the girlfriend, which honestly makes sense, nothing like malicious about that. She needed to like go with him, get the information. If she just said, oh, I'm just her friend, maybe she wouldn't be taken as seriously. And the girlfriend, that's kind of some status, you know, maybe you're not married, but you are still like a person who is close to him, right? Yeah, I don't quite get his logic here. Why was he keeping it a secret? Because I get Jal more why she was keeping her pregnancy a secret. This was hard for, maybe it was hard for him to say too. Okay, I could understand that. Like he didn't know how to say or explain it. I just didn't get the logic behind she wouldn't move in with me. Only that part. But yeah, the pregnancy itself, it's a difficult topic. Of course, like I have some personal thoughts and opinions for myself personally about it. Like I wouldn't want to have any children. If it ever happened that I got pregnant, I would just get an abortion immediately. But if I had a partner, I would probably tell him, like this and that, the test was positive, and maybe I would ask, like, can you help me, like, pay for at least, like, half of the abortion, because I think it's going to cost some money. It's good if you catch it on the early stage. It's probably going to be much easier and much cheaper. I think they just give you some kind of pill, and then it goes out, like, periods, and that's it. So, very easy. But that is just my personal view on this. But obviously we are trying to think like what Jal is thinking as a character, and yeah, I can suggest for her thinking what would be better for her personally. As I said, if she does want kids at some point, she could still safely do an abortion now and have them later, because she's just not in the stage of her life where it's wise to have kids. Because you have to think not only about like, oh, if I want a kid or not. You have to be way more responsible if you are going to be a parent. You have to think about the kid itself. How is it going to live? In what conditions? What family it is going to have? Do you have enough money to raise the kid? Because it costs a lot of money. Like, are you in a stable place in your life? You have to consider all of these things. It's not just decision of, oh, I feel like it or I don't feel like it, right? And you also have to think about, like, can you handle this? Can you handle this stress and these responsibilities and everything? Like, for example, we have Jal's mom who couldn't handle it. She had 3 kids. She felt overwhelmed. She was like, I can't do this anymore. And she just dipped because she couldn't take it. If she thought beforehand, if she had a choice to do an abortion, maybe this wouldn't happen. So she just wouldn't have kids that she is not capable of taking care of. And then there would be no problem, no kids, no unhappy kids that feel sad that their mom abandoned them, you know. So she could make this decision, but maybe she didn't realize how overwhelming it will get, and so she had these 3 kids, and then too late she realized, and so now we have these kids who feel devastated and hurt, and maybe they have some kind of trauma that one of their parents is not home. Not even like not home, that is fine. Divorced parents might be better than a bad atmosphere at home, right? But why their mom didn't even like check on them, get to see them, meet them, talk to them while being fully alive. And even now, they are not these tiny kids anymore. They are fully grown, pretty much humans, and she doesn't even want to talk to them at this stage. She just gets info from Dad that feeds her info, it seems. So this is a very serious decision that Jal has to make, and I agree with her dad. She has to concentrate on herself and her future. She was told in like the oral Spanish exam to talk about her future, and she was like, I can't really talk about my future because there's this shit situation. I think she said like everyone is angry at me, or maybe she meant like my dad is angry at me and I am just shocked, or something like that. I don't remember correctly, because I'm sorry, I kind of understand when they talk in Spanish, the subtitles in the bottom are shit, because the phrase speaks Spanish covers half of it, so you can understand maybe something. I couldn't look at them, I just listened, and so I have some level of Spanish, so I pretty much understood everything they said in Spanish, but I didn't have time to translate to you because all my attention was on like understanding. But yeah, the general idea I think was that I can't really talk about my future because I'm not sure what my future holds right now. And so yeah, I feel like she herself, though, personally, she does want, I feel like, to have this kid from what we saw, because when especially, well, it's a bit difficult, because when her dad came, he came in so aggressive, so negative, so of course she wasn't happy about that. And when her brothers came, they came supportive and comforting, but they also showed different opinions. Dad was of an opinion that you have to lose the baby, and brothers came and say, why are you sad, we are going to have a niece or nephew, that's so fun. And she kind of was a bit more happy about this kind of reaction, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she wants to keep it. It also could mean that she's happy that they came with the positive energy, but also with the coin and everything. I think she was leaning towards this decision, especially since for an abortion you have to do it as soon as possible, and she's got a biding time, she's not in a rush. So all of this tells me that she wants to keep it, but at the same time she's a bit unsure, maybe because of the feeling of responsibility that she understands that maybe, yeah, this is not the time, so that's also why she's conflicted. But now that Chris could die at any moment, we don't know, anything could happen, and in this condition especially, like, maybe it should be a reason to decide to do an abortion right now. Or maybe for her it would be different. She would be like, oh, at least I have something of him, which is, I guess, sentimental for some people, but not a smart decision. Well, that's all we have for Jal. And next episodes are Cassie and Finale. Final episode. Final Goodbyes, it's called even. Okay, so next is probably will be focused on Cassie and Sid more, but Final Goodbyes will probably be a bit about everyone else, so maybe we'll see a bit more on like what is going on in Jal's life, how is Chris, what decisions she's making and everything. But I also felt like there was some time going by, and in the design choice they tried to show her stomach just a little bit bigger, so I feel like she will soon be past the line of legal abortion and safe abortion, so she has to make a choice right now, this or that. I mean, worst case scenario, she still has her dad and her brothers, her home where she can stay with her baby. There are some people who can support her, so it's not like completely bad if she has it. But yeah, I already said I don't think it's a good idea, and I kinda don't really like that writers are doing this to her. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see what happens in the next episode. Next time I guess we are talking about Cassie and Sid, but that will be it for today. So thank you for watching and see ya.